white supremacists said, I can't maintain a system with black people being serious. So I'm going to redirect their seriousness, and I'm going to do it through something that they relate to best. I'm going to do it through a medium that they can relate to, and that is entertainment. So I'm going to twist and turn their entertainment in such a way that where it was anti-non-justice before, where they were trying to talk about justice and head in that direction, I'm going to redirect that whole machine right before their eyes, and since they are a primitive people, they won't even realize what I'm doing, because it will all be fun, because I know how to package stuff that doesn't make sense so that it is fun. And I'll have them directing their entire existence to getting up in the morning and looking for something stupid to do, and they won't even know that they're looking for something stupid to do, because they're just that stupid, because I will have programmed them to be stupid.
Shalom, shalom, my brothers and sisters. I want to welcome you to another episode of the Black News Network. We're broadcasting live this Sunday at 3:30 p.m. and we broadcast on Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. I'm here at the desk of the Emissary. We do not own the rights to the music you may be listening to, but we do own the rights to what we say. You know, the police are at it again. They're not going to get the message that black people are not going to take this shit anymore, but they are still pulling over the black kids now and harassing them on the side of the road, holding them hostage, making them stand there with their hands up, and the kids ain't doing a damn thing but walking down the street. If it's two or more, they get threatened. They feel threatened for some damn reason. They are so damn afraid of us. Now they're going after our kids. Not only are the police going after our kids, the LGBTQ community going after our kids. There's no reason for a drag queen to be in an elementary school reading a damn book. That's bullshit. And I'm saying it right now, and I mean the hell of what I say. Because there ain't no sense doing that kind of stuff. That don't even make sense. Anyways, the police are harassing our children. They got them in schools right now as SROs. So what do you call them? Security resource officers. And they are now taking their police tactics. Now, broad-ass police tactics that they use in the street, they're putting that in the schools now. And all the teacher got to do is not like you. And if it's a white teacher, which 99% of the schools in America got a majority white teacher staff, if they don't like you, they can call the police on you. They can get you riled up. It doesn't take much to get a teenager upset. So a teacher knows how to push buttons. So you push that kid, that black child's button, and the black child tells you to go to hell, and now you call the SRO, and the SRO tries to remove the student from the room with police tactics that they learn out in the street. Just what happened in South Carolina a few years ago, where the police took this special needs child, this girl, and snatched her up out of her seat and threw her across the room. Now, this was a white police officer and a black child. And then he proceeded to put his knee in her back and handcuff the kid. Now, the girl already is a special needs child. The white teacher refused to let her go see her counselor. And that's why she was acting up. So she really wasn't acting up. She was just sitting in her chair. And the teacher decided to take her to call the SRO on her. And the SRO took her out of that chair the wrong damn way, like an asshole. And then he got fired for doing that, but he still don't understand he was wrong for what he did to that woman or that child. The topic of the day, what you do to make change. Now, you go through life every single day. You get up in the morning like everybody else. You get dressed, and many of us go to work, and many of us don't have to go to work. So you go through that routine every damn day. What are you doing in that routine to make a change for your people? If you're not changing the life and the trajectory of our Black community, then you're wasting your damn time. You're not doing what you're supposed to do as a Black person. Your ancestors are pissed off at you for not doing a damn thing. You got to get up and help. We need your help out here in these streets. You got to give your message the best way you can. If your message is doing what I do, broadcasting the news, then that's what the hell you do. If your message is standing up with a picket sign, that's what the hell you do. If your message is boycotting a business that don't hire Black people, that's what you do. But you need to do something. If your message is registering people to vote, then register people to vote. Because we have to make a difference for our damn selves. If you don't know it by now, America don't give a shit about your Black ass. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about you. You can be who you want to be in America. Oh, yeah, everybody come here for the American dream, but the American dream has been a nightmare for Black people. Being enslaved for over 165 years, in a Jim Crow over 100 years. What the hell? White people did this to us. Nobody else. White people put us in the situation we are in today. If they had just left us the fuck alone, we would have been fine. But no, every time we get up and running, they burn it down. They're not going to allow Black people to get where they need to go in America without some damn true justice happening here in this country. And it's going to have to come from the federal level, because our federal government ignored the shit out of our needs. We have needs. We have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, from being in the situation that white people put us in. Now, white people today walk around saying, well, that wasn't me, that was my ancestors. I'm not like that today. But yet, you wouldn't trade places with me, but yet you enjoy the benefits of your ancestors that were slave owners and taking every damn thing Black people had and taking the money that Black people worked for to make you rich and to make you have 50 acres out here in the country, to make you have resources beyond reckoning. We don't have that. We want to open a business. We scrounging around trying to figure out who going to invest in our business so we got some damn money to open the damn business. We can't buy the building, so we leasing the damn building. We just screwed every damn which way you look. We go to school, you don't teach our kids. You teach the white kids, but our kids are persevering through these school systems, and some of us are coming out as scholars. But you can't keep us all down. That's what the message is. These children know how you are. So they know what they have to do when they go to these schools. But there's that handful that don't. That handful that don't get the message from their parents. Police on average kill 3 people a day across this USA. And you can rest assured that at least 2 of those people are Black. You remember when Michael Brown got killed? Michael Brown got shot and left in the street for hours while his relatives, police wouldn't allow his relatives to go out and see him. I'm mentioning Michael Brown because that was like the start of videos that people were taking and showing America what the white man was doing to our people. How come every time you turn around, there's a white cop killing a Black man? They done got so damn bad that white people now are killing Black people. On the damn subway, this white boy choked Neely to death. What a chokehold. If you holding somebody for 15 goddamn minutes, what the hell you think gonna happen? He gonna fucking die. You know when you choking somebody, you know when they can't breathe. You know, everybody in this land, every man that put somebody in a chokehold at one time or another. And you know when that chokehold is too damn tight. You know. And this guy's an ex-Marine, a white boy that's getting away with murder right now. They charged him with manslaughter. The public of America, to show you how dirty and low down and backwards these damn white people are, they have given that white boy $3 million for his defense. That's a goddamn shame. $3 million for killing Neely, the Michael Jackson impersonator that was on the subway having an episode. I'm telling you, Black people got PTSD. We need some help. We really need you to get the hell out of our goddamn way and stop stopping us every time we get started. You know, I had a business downtown San Antonio. The police showed up at my facility over a 6-year period, 500 goddamn times. Over 534 times to be exact. Can you imagine the manpower it takes to show up at the same damn place and leave with nothing? Leaving with nothing. A waste of their goddamn time. 534 times. 2 cops, a car, a dispatcher. All this time that the city of San Antonio spent coming to my business to make sure I was not profitable. You think people like coming to a facility with police showing up every damn night? It's bullshit. This is what I do to make a change. I get on the air on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and again on Sundays at 3:30 p.m. What are you doing? Go down to city council at least once time a year. Sit down at your city council and see what the hell they're talking about, because they're making decisions on your behalf and you don't know shit about it. And they're counting you out already. You've been counted out at the local level by the city council. You've been counted out at the city level, at the city government level. You've been counted out at the state level. You've been counted out at the federal level. You've been counted out all across this country. You amounting to nothing in America. They do not want Black people to be noticed. They don't want you to be somebody here in this country. You have done everything You have given everything. You've been everywhere and done what you have been asked to make this country great. But America ain't great because they have used the fuck out of us. We're people too, but we haven't been treated like people. And we haven't been treated like people because they look at us as animals. Anytime that they can beat us the way they beat us during slavery, anytime that they can Jim Crow law us, anytime that they can black code us, and now anytime they can corporate segregate us, they're not giving us what we need. They don't have to give it to us. I don't mean it that way. They just have to get out of our damn way. Why won't they get out of our way? Because they are scared ass people. They know we're better than them. They know we're smarter than them. They know that when we take over, shit's going to be done the way it's supposed to be done. And what happened soon as Obama got in office? He didn't go through what we went through here in America as slaves, all the way our descendants of slaves. His ancestry is not our ancestry. He's a black boy from some goddamn where else. All these people coming to America with skin like ours, they're not our people. They just look like us. But they don't have the soul that we have connected to the soil here in America. They don't have it. And it ain't our fault that we're in the condition we in, but you want to blame us and call us lazy. But yet, you got all these white folks poisoning their husbands, killing their husbands, writing children's books about some bullshit about the death of their husbands, and getting fame from it, getting paid from it. But yet you got white people walking up to black people's door and shooting women in their front door and getting out of jail on a $157,000 bond. Should have locked that bitch up. Don't make no damn sense. Everything is different for us. And once we realize that, we are going to hit the ground running and take out these damn people that are treating us like damn fools. Like they think we damn fools. And we're allowing them to do it. I mean, sometimes I know you've assimilated. You code switched. You made your way into white society, and now you're hiding like you're part of them, but yet you're still black. And you have to realize that, because if you forget that you're black, sooner or later, they're going to call you nigga. But I'm here to tell you this. We're not black. We're not African American. We're not Negro. We're not colored. And all the other damn names that they've given us, we're none of those damn names. Because every last name I just mentioned has no legacy, has no affiliation, no attachment to our heritage. Hear me now. Those names have no attachment to our heritage. It does not belong to us. This lady lives in Park City, Utah. She published a book about how to kill your husband but she killed her husband with fentanyl. They finally caught her ass. I wrote a list of a few white women that have killed their people. And those are: Susan Smith drowned her children back in the day. Emily Yu put what they call that stuff, Drano, in her husband's drink. These people, not black people, killing their husband for insurance money. But that's a bad way to do it. But I'm going to tell you this. Black people, if you don't have insurance on yourself so you can leave somebody the money so they can do something with it, and I'm going to tell it like it is. It's about money. It is about money in the United States of America. They should call us the United States of Money. Because if you ain't got no money, nobody wants to talk to you. The moment you get rich, then you get on talk shows, you get people recognizing you, you get 100,000 followers, you get all the fame, you get all the stuff that you normally would not get if you were not rich. So being rich is a whole different thing. Having the money to do what the rest of America does, the people with the money, is a whole different story. If you're rich, you go pick out the car you want. If you're rich, you pick out the house you want. If you're rich, you pick out the neighborhood you want. If you're rich, you pick out the restaurant you want to go to. But on the other hand, if you're poor, you got to think, can I go to this restaurant? Can I afford this meal? If you're poor, you got to think, can I afford to pay $1,500 a month for rent or $1,000 a month to purchase a house? Can I afford this? And soon as the white man know that you're buying a house and that you're doing great at setting up yourself and your family, they're going to fire your ass because they don't want to see you get past them. I worked for a job. The white man told me, wait your turn. Wait your turn. Now, I'm the most qualified person in the building for this particular position. And then they hire some young ass white boy that don't know his ass from a hole in the ground as the manager for this particular section over me. You think I accepted that? Hell to the no. And this white boy kept coming to me, begging me for information. Me to train you? I ain't training you with shit. That's what they do. They put those white boys or white women over you, and then they expect you to train them on the damn job. And many of us are too goddamn caught up in it that we do it. Susan Lance is the woman who shot the other black woman in her front door. And I told you she got released for a $154,000 bond. Don't make no sense. The one black woman is dead. The white woman is free. Apart from entertainment, apart from sports, apart from labor, they really want to say that they have no use for the black people. They don't want us in corporate America. They don't want us competing with white. So what they have done now, they have lowered the standards for jobs in the federal government, in the state government. In other words, they're saying you don't have to have a degree per se to get this position. That's how they can bring in their relatives and they can start this nepotism bullshit that they're doing. If you don't know it, Ken Paxton has been accused of racketeering. Ken Paxton is somebody in the state federal government, but the state attorney general, he's been in there a long time, and now they got his ass for taking bribes and selling government jobs to his friends. So they got him. Now he's going to court. It took him one day to deliberate and find him guilty. There are certain black people making changes in this town. In San Antonio, I'd like to shout out to Miss Nika Cleavers. She's doing a hell of a job on training people on new tasks and new jobs. I'd like to thank her for what she's doing. What are you doing to make change? She's doing what she can do to make change. There's some people that ain't doing a damn thing to make change. They doing things to put money in their pocket by screwing over people. Contracting in San Antonio is bullshit. They don't give black people shit. If you want a contract, you ain't gonna get it from San Antonio. I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, but I want to go into something about fathers, men with children, and men in our society. We struggle sometimes in silence. And we struggle in silence because we are too proud and we believe in ourselves so much that we are not going to allow you to know that we are struggling inside. It's very hard to get any man to open up to you. Oh, my heart is hurting. I lost my dog. You don't get it. You can't get a man to open up. I just used that. I don't know why I even said that. You cannot get a man to open up with his feelings. We don't do that. We're men. We got to show our masculinity. So we're not going to allow you to know that we're falling short of being strong. We're weak. We're not going to let you know that. Why would we let you know that we're weak? Because so you can take advantage of us? That's what most of us think. We're not going to show you that we're struggling in silence. We're not acceptable to expressions. You know how somebody gets something and they go, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, thank you so very much. I'll go cry. You know, you don't hear men doing that bullshit. We don't do it because we want to hold on to our masculinity. But what society's doing right now is taking away that masculinity. Don't let it go. We're going to emasculate our men. We're going to keep them masculine. We're not going to let them get away from that. A woman don't have to give us permission to be soft. But men do cry. Ain't nothing wrong with a man crying. We don't have to behave like a damn fool when we cry. We can cry in silence, just like we struggle in silence. Was it reckless or reasonable when Daniel Penny killed Neely on that subway train? Was it reckless? Was it reasonable? Did he have a reason for self-defense? Hell to the no. I'm just sad that that young man had his life ended like that. He was making a change, even though he had special needs too. He was entertaining people, giving them something that's gone right now, the look of Michael Jackson. He was a Michael Jackson impersonator. Everybody likes to see a Michael Jackson impersonator. It's been 3 years since George Floyd was killed. 3 years. Has anything changed? Nothing has changed since George Floyd was killed. It's the same. You know, Chauvinel stood there with his knee on George Floyd's neck, and he killed him in the street with thousands of people looking at him on TV, on video, and people that had other cops standing around. The cops ain't learned a goddamn thing since then. They still do the same thing now to this day. They still put people in chokeholds. Well, they do, and then on the politics side, they do slick shit like they did here in San Antonio. Proposition A or B, I don't know which one it was, but they slid this here chokehold thing in Proposition A, and Proposition A was about cutting funds from the police department or doing some other bullshit. And so the campaign was to vote no on Proposition A in San Antonio. And by the way, they did vote no on Proposition A. And when they voted no on Proposition A, they killed the no chokehold ban as well as the no knock warrant ban. See, the politics work in mysterious ways. And our problem is, I know I even had that problem. I could not stand politics. I didn't want to see politics. I didn't want to hear it. But the bottom line is, if we don't get black people in politics, they're going to damn politic our ass right off the planet. We will have no rights. We will have nothing. Which we don't have anything right now. I mean, if we had black people sitting in the Senate like all those white people, like 45 white people out of 50 seats, 45 white people out of 50 seats in the Senate, the Republican Senate. Why don't we have more blacks? And then the black people that we do have in politics in Washington, D.C., Tim Scott, Clarence Thomas, the worst kind of niggas you ever seen. The worst. They don't represent black Americans. Now, keep in mind, there are 50 different type of black people in this country. So we have to remember the type of black people we are by honoring our ancestors. We are the descendants of slaves. Many black people in America are from somewhere else. They came from another country. So keep the distinction of who you are. Don't lose your identity in the melting pot of America. That is exactly what America wants you to do, is lose your identity in the melting pot, because they don't want you to ever realize that the land that we built America on belongs to the descendants of slaves. All of the land belongs to us, the descendants of slaves. Now, can you prove your legacy back to slavery? You gotta be able to do that. How many generations can you go back in your family? I was talking to a Mexican guy. He went back 7, 8 generations where they got 1,000 acres somewhere. Unfreaking believable. How many black people can go back 3, 4, maybe even 5 generations? Now, you can't count what's happening today. Your grandmama is 28 years old. Your great grandmama is 45. That's bullshit. We started having these babies like crazy at all ages, and grandmothers being young as the damn child. You know, it's unfreaking believable. You're the auntie to a 29-year-old and you only 24. How can that's some weird shit. So we have to be cognizant of how we're taking our future, how we're setting up our kids to fail or be successful if we have kids. And if you don't have kids, there are other kids out there that need your help. You don't have to go be a mentor or nothing. You just have to let them see you in public being a certain way. And that's what makes the difference. The kids need to see you representing yourself. like a proud black man. They don't need to see your struggle. Keep struggling in silence because that's where it's supposed to be, in silence. In Memphis, the what's his name, Ja Morant, the basketball player, the point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies, he was just suspended for 25 games. How dumb can you be? Who allowed that boy to go and videotape himself holding a damn gun? Twice. The first time he got 1 game, and then this dumb fuck went and did it again. What's wrong with these kids? They're that way because we have not put our foot in their ass and made them better children. Stop pampering these boys. These women are raising boys and turning them into gays, and they're not getting the masculinity understanding of what a black man is. Women, let your children be around their father. Stop holding your child, your boys, away from your fathers. They see you getting dressed. They see you putting on heels. They see you putting on lipstick. What do you think they're doing when you leave? They're in your shit. They are in your shit. That's what they do. That's what bothers me. In school, they are not grading our children's work equally. Our kids have to, even our kids, we have to work twice as hard on our jobs to show that we can do this damn job. Our children have to work twice as hard in school and outdo everybody. If you're not outdoing everybody, your ass gonna fail because they're not gonna give you an inch. They're not gonna nudge you towards the finish line. They're not gonna do anything for your children in school. The public school system is the worst damn school system in the country. You got an ISD every 20 feet. They worse than the damn churches. You got an independent school district every damn 20 feet. And they all tax the hell out of who's ever around that school. And they get all this damn money for the school. And much of that money goes towards salaries to the superintendent and the rest of the board. I want to tell you about something that's extremely important for black people. There's 2 things. One, we have to get rolling out. You have to do it. I know it's a violation, somebody sticking a thing up your ass. That is not comfortable. It is not comfortable. You have to do it. If you don't, you can have cancer of the colon and not know it until it gets too far gone, and then you die. So what you need to do if you're 40 years old or older, go get that finger up your ass so you know if you're healthy or not. Because that is the only way you're going to know if you're healthy. Once they check you, they're going to clear out any polyps, little meat growths in your colon. They're going to clip them off and take them out. They're going to clean you up. And once they do that, then they're going to have you come back for a checkup. So every man on this planet, every black man that's over 40 years old, need to go get a colonoscopy. You know, that's very important. I can't stress that enough. I just got mine, and I had to go back and get a colon biopsy. God damn, that is uncomfortable. They got up there shooting rubber bands at your colon. They took 12 rubber bands and popped my ass with it to get samples. Then you come out. This is just a fact of life. I'm telling you. You're going to have blood in your urine. You're going to have blood in your semen. You're going to have blood in your anus, your shit. For weeks. And you're on an aspirin, an 85 milligram aspirin regimen, you're going to have to stop that until 2 or 3 weeks after you had that biopsy. Colon cancer in Black America is running rapid because we are too damn proud to get that thing up the ass. You know, COVID started in March 2018. It is over now. Now, the government pushed out so much damn money, it's undamn believable. Where they getting this damn money from anyway? Every state got billions of dollars. 50 states, every state got billions of dollars. Now, those billions of dollars are trickling out. So what do you think the state's going to do? The states are going to cut services. All the free services you got without proper verification or without really going through a verification process, all the benefits you receive without going through a really technical scrutiny to get it, they're taking it back. If you got on Medicare during COVID, they're going to take it back. If you got food stamps during COVID, they're going to take it back. If you had rental assistance during COVID, they're going to take it back. If you had people that were in your family working as care and nurses assistants or people assistants, they're going to cut that shit too. And they're cutting every damn thing that was out here in America to help people make it. So when they come at you, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that they do this to you, because first of all, they're coming at all the poor people first. That's how America works. So if you want to make change, let people know that this is coming your way, because they are serious about doing it. In the state of Florida, they've taken 150,000 plus people off Medicare that were put on Medicare during the COVID. If you still go to the hospital now and you don't have insurance, they will do what they have to do to your ass and put you on the street. I don't give a damn. From having babies to putting together a serious fractured bone, heart surgery, what they'll do whatever it takes to clean up that position you're in. And then if they can fix it, they're going to fix it. And then they're going to put your ass out in the hospital. I don't give a damn how you feel. They're going to put you out because you don't have insurance. But if you had insurance, you would be given time to recover in that hospital. In San Antonio, we had a police officer again to do something that was screwed up. Police officer Scott Marshall was suspended, not fired. He was suspended for 30 days without pay for punching a handcuffed woman in the face. Now, why would you? And then your excuse is she hit him in the face. How the hell she hit you in the face while he was handcuffed? She couldn't have hit you in the face. You lying. How many times do they doctor up these reports to make it look like they didn't do shit? To make it look like they're not guilty of something. They do it all the time. And it's a problem here in America. We don't have nobody checking up on the situation. Who's reviewing all them body camera tapes? Who's reviewing them? Many of them never ever get seen. So them putting a camera on these police officers, they just did that to appease the public. Those cameras ain't solving shit. What's the statistics of a camera solving a crime where police conducted the crime in America? It ain't happened yet. They have the right to doctor up, to edit up, to cut and paste a police cam before they turn it to the public. That's like the damn fox watching the hen house. How the hell you gonna self-govern yourself? You can't. But that's what the city of San Antonio did. They created a civil rights panel that was in a different section of the San Antonio local government. And then as soon as they recruited all the people and got to the board meeting, the very first board meeting, the city manager made them turn that board over to McManus. Now, this board was put together to watch what the police were doing. How are you going to take the same board and put it under the same people you watching? That's one of the money moves. That's a money move by the city manager to move that panel over to the police department. It cannot be effective over there. It cannot. Every time you turn around, they're talking free-range chickens, grass-fed chickens. That's a goddamn lie. Chickens are raised in a barn as in the 6-month period before they go to market. They don't give a damn. It's millions of chickens being processed every single day. Think about it. There are 50 states here, and you can go to any state in America. You can go to any store, any grocery store in America. I don't give a damn where that grocery store is at. That grocery store got some damn chicken. That's a lot of damn chickens. So how do you grass feed 1 million chickens? You can't. I mean, you may have a little place, 10 by 10 place, fenced in, where you let the chickens walk outside for an hour a day. They're like the chickens are in prison. They are technically, because they keep them in cages and they never let them out. So that free range chicken is basically saying that chicken got the right to walk around and do what the hell they want to do until it's time to harvest. And that free range could be in the barn, on the floor, in a confined space. So don't get fooled and pay higher prices, which is about your money, for chicken or any other product that says free ranged or grass fed. It's a goddamn lie. Don't believe the hype. It's all about taking your money. Safeway raises the prices of its items in the store. And then when they raise the price, they tell you that you can buy one and get one free. But you just paid for 2 when you bought 1. It's a damn marketing gimmick. That's what they do. They take your money and laugh at you for being so damn stupid. Read the labels, watch what the hell they do, and look at how big things are compared to the way they used to be. So even soap bars are smaller now. Toothpaste tubes are smaller now. Everything is being downsized, but the price is upsized. So start paying attention to where you're spending your money. Now, everybody know what tomorrow is. It's Juneteenth. And you've probably heard the story of Juneteenth 100 times over the last few days. I got to tell it one more time. Juneteenth is when General Granger arrived in Galveston with the Union Army and made a proclamation to the white plantation owners to let the people go because the Texas slave owners had refused to honor the Emancipation Proclamation. Now, it took 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, which was January 1st, 1863. It took another 2.5 years, 1865, middle of 1865, for the federal government to come to Texas and get the slaves released. And so he arrived there on June 19th, and therefore Texas has been celebrating June 19th as our July 4th. This June 19th is the Black people July 4th, not July 4th. But we're so conditioned. We've been conditioned to wear our red, white, and blue and be good citizens on July 4th. But our actual day is tomorrow, June 19th. That is our day. Let's not forget that. Our subject today was, what do we do to make change? There's too many things in Black America that's not happening right now. Right now, we're not being properly represented in a political way. Meaning, our Black people refuse to run for office, refuse to vote, refuse to know about politics or get involved with politics. We are going to disappear if we don't get people in politics. And the only people that's going to be able to do it is the school level generation. Now, the civil rights movement wasn't started by grown people. The civil rights movement was started by college kids. Grown people had too much to lose, but kids could recover. That's who started the civil rights movement. So it's going to take kids to change America, to change the face of America. China has bought over 130,000 acres here in America. What the hell are they going to do with all that land? That's a lot of damn land. America has put a boycott on China from buying land. They cannot buy any more land in America. They damn near own this country. That's a lot of damn land. Things are different for us as they are for other people. We are not accepted in society as we think we are. We're accepted in our own circles. But when we step out into corporate America, we're looked upon as a threat. If you're Black and you're working in a white environment, you are a threat because you are holding the position that belongs to one of their relatives. So every single thing that you do, will be watched. You will be watched more than anybody in that department. And you're being watched because they are afraid of Black people. But by you being there, you have made a change. You're just the first one to get your foot in the door, and you have made them recognize that we're smart enough to do your job. Even though you may get fired, you started the trend. Eventually, the federal government will get around to saying, you need to diversify this office, or we're going to cut government funding. So they go get a black female to cover two bases. Black, that's one, and a female, that's two. So they get double dips with one black female. And people are so damn naive about what's happening. I don't think they're naive. Well, I mean, people don't want to acknowledge what's actually happening when they allow that one black person in. Everywhere you go in America, every major corporate office, every big business office, you're only going to see one unless it's a black-owned business. And our thing with being black-owned businesses, we try our best to employ our own people. We try to keep our own people as part of our organization, but in reality, I'm going to tell you, that's what kills many black businesses, because we want to hire our own people and we end up screwing ourselves, because most of the black people we hire are not like-minded people. They're in it to win it. They're in it to get what they can get, whether they stealing it, whether they taking it. They don't give a shit about where your bottom line is or your bills are that you got to meet for the business. They know what they're going to take because their household needs it. So people, when you have a business, don't just decide that I'm just going to hire black people. You hire the people that can get you the results you want. Whether they be black, white, Mexican, it don't matter. Whoever you hire, make sure you're hiring them because they can fulfill the need that your business has. Helen's Project is a 501c3 agency. The purpose of Helen Project is to house homeless people and to help them rehabilitate from being homeless to a productive citizen. And that may entail clinical counseling, drug rehabilitation, schizophrenia medication, ID card, Social Security card, all these different things that we take for granted, that we have in society. These homeless people don't have the need. They don't do it. They don't go get stuff like that. They don't care about that kind of stuff because they're content living in tent in another country. But many of them, if you go into the camp and talk to them, you'll find that they are just like you. Just like you. They just don't want to get tied up in the bureaucracy of America. It's too much bureaucracy. And then every 6 months or so, the city will come through and take all their shit and throw it in the dumpster. Every 6 months or so. They do it. And then what happens? They repeat the same cycle. And they've been doing this for over 20 years now, down in San Antonio. They go in, the city come in, sweep up all this shit, throw it away, and then the homeless people gradually get right back to the spot that they would be in. Once everybody gone, all the drama is over, they move right back to that spot and start setting up camp again. And then 6 months, 8 months later, the city come in and do it again. They don't give a damn. They just walk away like it ain't shit. They don't. Sometimes they fight, but they don't lose something. They don't build out here. But it's squatting. It's squatting. A warning to people who got to be. When you go to your ATM, you better look around before you use your ATM card. because they call it fragging or something. People are watching people that go to ATM, and then they follow people and take money to take them to. So what I do, don't allow people to watch you use your ATM card. Be careful, because that's a trend right now, and it's getting worse. And a good habit that I would love for you to remember: once you sit in the car, the first thing you do is lock your door. Biden announced the president. He wants to run for president again, which will put him over at 80 years old. We don't want Biden for president again. Somebody younger that can live with the presidency get this job. This is the Black News Network, and your host is Warren Smith, broadcasting live. We do not own the rights to the music, but we do own the rights to what I say. We broadcast every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and again on Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Everything we say is about making our community better, and no matter what, my job is to put this message out. This is how I do my change. This is what I do to make change. Not make change from a dollar, but make change in our community. If you are not doing anything to make change in your community, you need to get off your ass, because that's what our people need. It could be the tiniest thing that you do is a good thing. With that, I'm out.
White supremacists said, I can't maintain a system with black people being serious, so I'm going to redirect their seriousness, and I'm going to do it through something that they relate to best. I'm going to do it through a medium that they can relate to, and that is entertainment. So I'm going to twist and turn their entertainment in such a way that where it was anti-non-justice before, where they were trying to talk about justice and head in that direction, I'm going to redirect that whole machine right before their eyes, and since they are a primitive people, they won't even realize what I'm doing, because it will all be fun, because I know how to package stuff that doesn't make sense so that it is fun. And I'll have them directing their entire existence to getting up in the morning and looking for something stupid to do. And they won't even know that they're looking for something stupid to do, because they're just that stupid, because I will have programmed them to be stupid.